So, you want to hear a story? Well, have I got one for you?
A lot of people around here with guns, so kind of helps to have an itchy trigger finger.
Do you know that it takes approximately 7 pounds of pressure to rip one of these bad boys off?
As soon as he clocks that, he just darts for the shadows.
This is a, deep, cynical character flaw. I pretty much assume everybody's hiding something all the time.
My boss was like, "Oh, you're gonna fight this guy, or you're gonna get another bullet in the head." And I was like, "Okay."
Starting off with a bang, this is Borderlands.
When we last left off, our crew of Mercs and Miscreants were battling the risen cult, the Children of the Firehawk. The scientist bound above a lava pit appeared as though she would meet her untimely end as her restraints were severed and she began to plummet. In a shocking display, Fidget revealed they were capable of phase locking, a power belonging to the Sirens. Phase locking the scientist and saving her life, it was the cult's leader that took her place as he plunged into the lava. Now collected, our crew gaze out over the camp as the remaining psycho cultists begin to snap out of their tech-induced mania. And it is here that we resume our tale of vaults and villains.
As I pull up this map here, so you're all 20 feet off the ground on this steel structure here. Standing between you and the exit, a group of now becoming furious psychos. So you all have 1 round before the psychos will full-on attack. As they're all gradually snapping out of their frantic screaming and jerky movements and collectively start to turn their heads to gaze up at all of you. So yes, 1 round and then we will jump back into proper initiative for whatever you guys think you want to do. I will kick this off here by saying that the scientist, who has this wrist-mounted device that she was able to grab out of that shed on the right, aims it straight down as she climbs the ladder, and you see some kind of sticky type grenade lands at the bottom of the ramp and begins to beep, beep, beep as she makes her way up the rest of the ramp.
Amazing. No, I already marked it on my sheet. I got a little ahead of myself. I reload. That's what I do with my action.
Yeah, Duck is gonna use a health now, hypo.
I was just going to ask, I know my status, but how is the rest of the party looking at this point?
I'm all right.
I went down twice.
Yeah,
I also went down twice.
Duck and Kimmy had a rough time.
I rolled absolute shit for the hypo. Damn it.
So with this free action here, Hobbs will... I don't know, where am I situated? Sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah, so Hobbs, I'll do a quick, I'll do a linked kinetic field on Duck. So for... You got +2 AC for until I lose concentration.
Sick, thank you.
who's come to be known affectionately as Peaches, is standing behind, or slightly behind Kimmy as well, just kind of like breathing heavily as he like gazes at her.
God, I want to keep him forever.
Peaches, that's
Right?
not the scientist. Who's Peaches?
That psycho immolator in the upper right corner that you've all befriended has taken a certain liking and has been fighting alongside you guys this entire time. Fully believing that Kimmy is the subject worthy of their adoration, it would seem.
Oh, that's the one who started worshiping her immediately. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Peaches.
He started screaming
How
Peaches a
endearing.
lot, so we kind of just took to calling him Peaches.
Tracks.
I reload and move there.
All right. So yeah, I suppose we can just go down initiative and see if anybody else is doing anything, starting with Fidget. So you moved. Is there anything else you're looking to do in this time as all these psychos begin to stare up at you guys?
Bullet stab, is that an action or bonus action to use?
I will double check, but I think it's an action.
I think it's an action.
Pretty sure.
Right?
Yes, it's an action.
Okay. All right. So nothing else. I think I'm gonna leave my submachine gun on fire for now. I think because we got one. Yeah, we got one immolator on the board, and then the rest of them are regular psychos, right?
Let's see here. As you guys have a high vantage point, I can go ahead and point some of these out here. Tell me if you can see my little circle here. So we got a slugger over here by this fire on the right side. I'm working top right down, and then I'll hit the left side. And then below that, we got a psycho. Scroll this down, all the way down. Down here, a crazed marauder, one of the few that's wielding firearms. We have an infected psycho, a standard psycho that has managed to almost completely escape the camp before his terror ended. Moving over to the left side, a bunch of dead bodies. The immolator down there. We got another slagged psycho or infected psycho here. Another slugger here. And looks like that's the end of it. So we got 2 sluggers, 1 crazed marauder, 2 infected, and 2 standard psychos.
Two.
It's weird to say standard psychos. You're vanilla psycho.
Yeah.
Vanilla!
Beans!
Meat Buddy's riding the death train!
Just your run of the mill.
Well, I love the expression, beans.
And you can also see that this rigging that was suspending the scientist above this lava pit, while using these caustic bombs of hers, she completely destroyed that entire section of the steel structure here, said to get crashing down into the lava. So those dead bodies are like at the precipice of this edge that just like falls down into this scrap metal pile that has become the structure. Duck, is there anything else you took a rejuvenator or a health hypo rather?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else? Are you looking to move or stay where you are or bonus action?
I'll just move a little bit, but I don't really have any bonus actions.
All right, Kimmy.
Well, I'm going to give Hobbs a rejuvenator.
All right, so you walk up, pull out a hypodermic needle, and start to approach Hobbs.
This is just gonna sting for just a second.
Be gentle, be
Just a
gentle, be gentle, be gentle, be gentle, be gentle.
Alright, so you get 10 points of health back.
Nice.
Right, that was a good roll.
Yep, that's substantial.
And then I think I'm gonna take a place over here.
Okay. How about Tegan? What do you want to do in this moment?
Am I still enraged?
You are still raging.
Hmm.
But I would say I'll give you the rage for like one round, but if you don't attack or take damage like after this like surprise round, if you will, your rage will probably drop at that point.
So I at least have one more left.
Okay, good to know. So now that
What if I
think about
punched?
it,
What if I punched myself?
that's the great debate. Can you inflict damage on yourself to keep a rage?
That's up. I mean, I guess that's up to you. You know.
Yeah.
I think Bruce Banner would say yes.
You know what? If you're willing to fully attack yourself, like I'm not talking like an unarmed strike, like 4 points, like points. I mean, with like brass knucks, smash yourself, deal full damage to yourself. I will let you keep your rage.
I do like the image of someone like punching themselves to like spike themselves up.
The pain goes here.
Yeah, I don't like when people do it in real life, but in like in this kind of setting, I love that. I love that image.
I'm kind of picturing when Jim Carrey whoops the shit out of himself at the courthouse in Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Do you mind? I'm kicking my ass.
I'm kicking.
So, Tegan, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and roll your brass knuckle damage on yourself.
All right.
I won't make you roll to hit yourself. I think that's a little silly.
Yeah. I mean, unless I miss myself. I guess.
Right? Oh, I was so angry I couldn't even punch myself.
Grrr.
Be right back.
Four. That's 10 blood. That's 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You are still raging, so you can half that to 5.
Okay, cool.
So 5 points of damage, and you get to keep your rage up.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Any action
played.
you want to
Very well
hold
played.
or movement you want to make?
No, there's not a whole lot to do. So.
All right. That's the problem when you're the punchy one. You gotta wait to punch something.
I know, right? I gotta wait until something comes to me, you know.
Okay, so last but not least, Hobbs, what do you want to do in this moment?
So I don't know how much it's going to offer in the way of cover here, but I think Hobbs is going to run to try and get behind these containers or whatever.
Cool.
And I will take a knee and pull out my big gun and try and pluck the frenzied mercenary or whatever it was out here, the guy who's got his own gun.
Yep.
I think he's got a fucking gun, so I get my gun.
Yeah.
That would be this guy all the way down here below this fire.
Is your gun's name Vera?
I have been thinking that Hobbs would have names for all of these guns, especially since he basically intends to just keep and improve the ones that he has out of loyalty. So I'll get back to you on that. Vera's not bad, by the way. We'll add it to the content. Big gun. So. Oh, that's a critical one.
As you charge up the gun, and
it was not Vera.
Yeah, it just whizzes by this crazed marauder's head. As all of a sudden that sets them off into a frenzy, and they all just begin riotously hollering and screaming as they, now fully shaken out of their stupor, begin to charge. Yes, you must love jam because I love jam. Running. Awesome. All right, so we will now enter proper initiative as you guys have started to. You've completed your surprise round, if you will. So back up to Fidget. As all these guys, these psychos, begin to just start moving.
So for now, my. Actually, wait. I might be able to do something this turn. I think that has a range of 60. Might be able to get someone with that. Yeah. That guy's a little too far away. But this guy and this guy are right within the range. I can hit him with my ice spiker. I'm gonna fling an ice spike at one of these guys. I'm gonna do it at the. I'm gonna do it at the immolator.
All right. As you struck out this
immolator makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh wait, nope. This is the die I use when I do combat rolls. That was working out pretty good for me last session. Oh nope, not this time. I might have still gotten them, but I didn't. It's because I said it out loud. I gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
I should know better. I've been doing this
Really
for like 30 fucking years. I should know better. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Yeah.
As
right.
you struck out this this iridian artifact, and I believe you take into bouncing it and sending.
Yep. Skipping it like a stone.
Yeah.
5 cryo damage.
Nice. Awesome. Nobody around him to suffer the other, because I believe it explodes, right?
Huh?
I believe the ice spiker explodes afterwards.
No, but it does slow down his movement by 10. Which
very
is
nice.
a good component to this, him being down there and us being up here.
Awesome. Anything else from you, or is that going to do it?
That's it.
All right, Duck, that's you.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna pull out my peacekeeper this time.
Ooh, nice. Jacobs.
Yeah, and fire a shot at this guy.
Immolator, nice.
Ooh, nope, that's a 10.
Unfortunately, Ted just rings by.
Yeah.
Close though, but shooting this far directory, can be a little challenging.
Yeah.
But he just stares back up at you and looks at the two of you, like where most of this impacts have come from him, and he's like, "I'm not a cannibal, but I'm gonna eat you."
Tuck just kind of waves, and that's it.
All right. After Duck, some of these guys are gonna start going. This psycho is gonna start running around this side, and but all he can do action dash. And this immolator is also going to charge, but he's finding that his movements are a little stiff, the bones and stuff not wanting to react as well, and he's going to use a full action dash to make it 30 feet right to the edge of this ladder where beep, 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 beep. Eruption of caustic fumes and acidic liquids just splash out everywhere. It's going to completely destroy like the bottom half of this ladder. So I will go ahead and just kind of put a little X down here. This this ladder's not going to be any use unless you can make like the 10-foot leap to grab what is now the bottom rung. But let's see. This guy's going to roll a dexterity throw. I broke out all new D20s for this. And I rolled a 7. So he is going to fail, and he's going to take. Let's see where. He's going to go ahead and take 2d8. Gross damage. Ooh, almost max roll on those, though, for 15 points of damage as he.
Oh, snap.
Splashed, parts of his gear begins to smoke and like melt in places. This dude's already not having a great day. All right, and then I do believe that.
What fun is killing people if they're just going to kill themselves?
Yeah, the scientist turns and goes, "Hey, that was me! Like, I set the charge." Kimmy, that's you.
Alright, so I think I'm going to whip out my Thunderbird Heavy. Oop. Damn it. Sorry, hang on. My finger spasmed.
A large Ewan Digistruct rocket launcher, or EMP rocket launcher.
And I'm gonna fire at this guy.
This psycho right down here?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. I believe
so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. just what psychos are best known for. All right, not going to use the 7 die. I'm going to use this instead. Actually, yes, he's demented. So let's see how this goes. Oh, that's a natural 1. -1 for 0.
Oh. Oh no.
All right, tell me what happens to this guy. Not that I'm saying he's dead or anything, but yeah, explain to me what happens.
So, the gyro jet catches him right in the sternum. And just starts emitting that electromag radiation and stuff. And he ends up taking 9 points of cognitive damage.
Nice. Yeah, as he's struck by this gyro jet that just begins to like rippling, and you get to see him like his body starts convulsing a bit. 9 points of cognitive damage to this guy. Anything else from you?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna make hammocks of your eyelids! And,
Oh, gross. I don't even know what to say to that.
That was unsettling.
Yeah. And then it's Peaches, who's gonna charge up here right in front of Kimmy at the guy that just yelled something rather mean at him. And he's going to pull out what appears to be a bottle with a rag in it, and he's going to light it on fire, and he goes, guts for garters, and throws it. And let's see, it is going to, oh yeah, just catch him as like a trail of fire like splashes the ground right before it connects right in front of this psycho and into a like a wide radius of just burning flames. The psycho makes the psycho does make a dex save, unfortunately. And the burning summit grenade, it is half damage, so he's still gonna take so he's gonna take 3 points of fire damage plus the vulnerability. So 5 points, or sorry, 4 points of fire damage as he just, but there is now like a burning pool that will exist there. 15-foot cube remains until the start of Peach's next turn. So 15-foot cube centered just off of that psycho is going to burn. I will throw that on the map. Send it back so we know that this place is burning. And now the psychos go. Let's see. Any creature that starts its turn in or moves through the flames make the same dexterity saving throw. So
Due to fire and flame.
he passes again, but he is going to take 10 more points of fire damage on that.
Oh, shit.
As yeah, these fueled flames begin to ignite him further. Go ahead and take this guy down a peg. As you can see, his skin begins to burn. And he charges out of the flames. By the way, Kimmy, afterwards, Peaches fully just turns back and looks at you after he throws the grenade, just like, ha!
Oh, you did such a good job.
Peaches! So, alright, let's see where these psychos are gonna run. This guy...
I like to think that we're calling him Peaches, but he's actually calling you.
Yeah.
and we're just totally.
Well, we gotta call him something.
Seems Peaches
Friend.
is, at the
Friend
very
is
least, one of his favorite words. This guy is gonna go jump up on this. So he's gonna take a shot at Peaches. And that's gonna be a hit.
Oh no.
And that's 13 points. As with this bandit assault rifle, he just sprays bullets up there, and you just see Peaches like looks at you and like, Peaches! All right, and then let's see what other, like, we got the affected have already moved. This slugger is going to see how far he can make it.
The perfect amount, I hope.
Well, he can make it with a full dash action all the way up to here. Here.
That is the perfect amount.
And yeah, and this guy, see, the ladder's broken, so he's gonna actually make a bit of an athletics check. Ooh, not a great athletics check from him. So he's gonna run up here and jump onto this ledge, but it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle as he like pulls his way up, as he doesn't quite get the good enough check to clear that. So he's gonna be standing up there 10 feet down below Hobbs and Kimmy on this the roof of this like shed. And then, oh yeah, this psycho way down at the bottom, who almost left the camp entirely out of fear-induced mania. He is going to charge up and around and make it to about there. As he's running and screaming back, like, ah, Trixie! Little golem in there for you. Alright, Tegan, that is you.
I am going.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Kimmy went. So, yes, Tegan, that's you.
Oh, okay. How far away is the psycho that's just to the side of us?
Let's see, it's about 15 feet to the edge and then a 10-foot drop down.
Yeah.
So you
what
could...
about the
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the psycho that's like that's near us on the catwalk.
Oh, that one. Gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the one down on the left. That one is about 50 feet.
50. Okay.
That's okay. I have plans for that psycho.
As Fidget and the scientist square up against this guy who's standing there like, ah!
He's activated my trap card, so that'll probably work out very well.
I think I'm just gonna use my movement and just kind of like make my way over to right where Fidget and the scientists are.
Fidget and the scientist, all right. Whoop. You come up here, squeezing behind Duck. Or I shouldn't say squeezing behind Duck, kind of stepping over Duck. All right.
How's that immolator right down there? How's he looking?
He looks really, really fucked up. He got a huge cryoblast and a even more significant corrosive blast straight to his face in the last 6 seconds.
Hey, I warned him it was a splash zone. That's his own fault. So.
Fine, Lieberman!
Can jump down and punch him in the
That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but then I put myself in a position where I can't really get back up. So.
Yeah, because that ladder's fucking gone now.
That ladder's gone.
It would require a high athletics check.
I mean, I do have a high athletics score.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it out loud.
And I get strength advantages too. So.
Yeah. And I think dropping straight down at that guy, you could flavor it as dropping a fucking elbow on his skull.
You could just run and leap off this thing.
All right, I'll do that.
I just love the idea of come fucking down on somebody.
So we'll say instead, your character runs, stepping over. Let's go ahead and bring this to the front. So yeah, stepping over these dead bodies and then just leaps off, lands directly next to this dude.
Like Pineapple Express when Seth Rogen jumps from the fucking catwalk.
Right, just flying Superman punch.
Yeah.
But if you want to attack, now's your chance.
All right. God damn it! If I don't roll well. I wrote a nat 16 plus my modifiers brings it up to about 22.
All right, that'll definitely hit.
Okay. That's 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a little liberty with this.
All right.
You,
Go ahead.
You run
I
up,
guess.
step on the dead bodies of the infected psychos that are standing up there, leap off, come down in a full, like, drop kick into this immolator's chest, completely knocking him over for the coup de grace, landing on his chest. His chest just spracks open, and he just blood and guts, viscera, as you stand in the chest cavity of this immolator.
Blood, 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 and death.
All right, you know what you're.
I look up at the others up on the catwalk. And I'm just like, how'd that look?
Yeah.
Like the it was an M Bison finishing move, but very adult.
If M Bison were in Mortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mortal Kombat version.
All right, Tegan, that is your full movement and your action.
So I still have a bonus, but not a whole lot I can do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think anyone is quite within your range, even with your brawling skills.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I guess I'll just hang tight.
All right, so you land down there, and then that is going to bring us to Hobbs. That's you.
Okay, so Hobbs workshopping out his names here. So he is going to pull out his marshal, who will henceforth be known as Jolene. He will go ahead and see how this goes. Okay. So that's gonna be this guy. Sorry, the guy right up here on the roof.
Got it.
Just getting a little close for comfort. And that's gonna be an 18.
That'll hit.
I like it. I need some d4s for minimum damage. That's so he will take 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing. Nice. Yeah, as you just lean right through the railing, like at like a, like a 45-degree angle, you just like, and just like right into the meat. Dope.
I think that's gonna do him light on bonus actions at this level, I think. Yeah, he's gonna probably do it for me.
All right,
But I'll stay where I'm at.
Stay right there, awesome. Bringing us back to the top of initiative with Fidget.
Okay.
As the psycho just like stares you down and slap the pancakes.
I'm going to use a bonus action to charge up my nebula. Then I'm going to fire a burst at the barrel next to the guy.
Yes, the barrel. Fantastic.
I'm assuming a barrel doesn't have a very high AC, but I rolled so low though. Yeah, that only comes out to a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately the DC for the barrels is 10.
10, yeah.
It's just to hit it in just the right way that you can like penetrate.
Yeah, that it damages it.
Yeah.
This one time, Fidget told me that his favorite enemy was barrels.
Favorite.
But yeah, damn.
Like fire off this whole burst, like, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, like you like strike the barrel a bit and get it to like rock, but it doesn't fully rupture the barrel as the slag cycle like stares down, or not slag, but the slugger stares down at it.
I tell the scientist, like, I had a one-liner for this and everything.
So looking, see, after Fidget is Duck.
Seeing Fidget miss the barrel, Duck is also gonna shoot at the barrel.
All right.
Should I use my? Yes, actually, I'm gonna pull out my AX-88 this time.
All right.
It does explosive.
Explosions.
Well, you said it's 10, so 15.
15 hits. Yes.
Mr. Torg would be proud, and I am too.
We at the Tor Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome!
I love me an alley.
Which, since it's explosive, I think that guy also needs to make a dexterity save.
My submachine gun's the same. It's fire damage, but it is a radius. Sounds like I was gonna give him a double win.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that's a natural 18 in his dex save.
Okay. But the barrel takes 8 points of explosive damage.
Nice. So that barrel begins to smoke, and you see little flames begin to from where the bullet holes are. It's not enough to make it explode. Not yet.
Okay.
I know. It's a DC 10 to hit him, and it takes 10 points of damage to ignite.
Oh, I was so close.
I know.
You were so close. But fire is erupting, and it will explode now. There's no stopping that. But awesome. Anything else from you, bonus action wise? Or movement?
All my bonus actions are tech.
Oh my god, look at this.
Which you haven't used
it's
the tech
a bonus
slot yet,
action.
so.
It makes things explode.
I don't have any tech slots left.
Things on fire automatically explode when I use this tech.
And then I'm gonna move a little bit backwards.
All right, stepping back. Awesome. After duck some of these slagged psychos, going to move again. This guy's gonna run up to not there, up in front of this guy. He's gonna hurl his buzz axe. That's 11 to hit against the scientist, which won't do it.
Yay!
Just fucking barely. She's not heavily armored. So the axe swings by, and this psycho just like coughs, and you can see like those slag vapors kind of spewing off of him as he desperately wanted to vomit up his slag onto you guys. Couldn't quite make it. And then the other infected psycho, make it up around the ramp and climbing up onto this immolator, who's dead, isn't going to do anything. So Kimmy, that's you.
All right. I'm going to whip out my hedgehog heavy, and I'm gonna shoot this guy.
You just aim a giant rocket launcher just down at a 45-degree angle. Just inconceivable.
He needs to make a dex saving throw.
All right, dex save. Ooh. Unfortunately, that's a natural 19. Unfortunately, the hedgehog rocket just penetrates through the flimsy, like kind of like tin shack, just straight and blows up beneath in some degree, destroying whatever was in there, I'm sure.
Can I use a bonus action to give Peaches one of the, not like use it on him, but like hand him one of the bullet salves?
Yeah. Oh, he actually rolled really high. This die is actually rolling really high. So I was gonna say he immediately eats it, but instead he just like looks at it like you gave him a gift. He doesn't understand. He's just like, ah.
If it hurts too much, use it, okay?
He just Peaches.
Put it on the ouchies.
I seriously, I figure I'm like, if roll above a 10 and roll below a 10, he's gonna eat this. But no.
I like having him around. He's like a destructive puppy that sets stuff on fire. It's great.
Well, it is his turn next in initiative. So yes, accepting the gift from you, he just like looks at you and then like very like gingerly, like it's something like to be treasured. Slides it into one of his pockets, and then he looks at you and he goes, "Weakness leads to the deathness." And he is going to then just Hulk leap, down to this psycho that you guys both just attacked. Let's see if he recharges his fire breath. Does not recharge his fire breath. So instead, he's just gonna wail on this guy with his flaming baton. For a natural 1, he trips and falls down the hole that Kimmy just made and winds up in the shed.
Oh.
You just hear like like
Peaches, no.
yeah, I'm just gonna move him off the board for the minute. Yeah. Hey, you roll a natural 1. What are you gonna do?
I just thought about the muffled Peaches again, and it cracked
Oh
me.
god, no, Peaches.
Just little smoke, dust cloud rises from the hole. Dope.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, and then this psycho, the slugger, is going to look a little confused, but then he's going to do the same thing and Hulk leap up, going up. Yep, he's gonna roll an athletics check, make it up onto this side of the railing, and come down with his spiked bat on Kimmy.
Shit.
Ooh, that's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 points of slashing damage as he smashes you with the business end of a spiked bat.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
I have 7 HP left.
Things were going so well.
All right. Unfortunately, the best laid plans of vaults and villains. All right. Let's see what other psychos we got going on here. Psycho. Yeah. This psycho is going to then come on, work with me. Charge up around this towards the scientist again. Take a swing. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh no!
That's 14 points of damage to the scientist. As it slams her right in the gut, and she bends and doubles over and like braces herself on one knee as blood just like pours from the wound now. She's still up, but on a scale of 1 to 16, she's at a 2.
Yeah.
Brutal. And then this psycho's gonna jump down. He's gonna charge up to you. This guy's gonna run around 5, 10. He's gonna make it up to there. And I think that's just about everybody on the field right now. So you're gonna get 1 attack against you, Tegan. 17 to hit. Jesus.
Yep.
For 8 points of slashing damage, half to 4. As he just takes his buzz axe and cleaves it into another one, beginning to approach you from the back as well. That's all the psychos. So now it is the scientist's turn. She can't very well use a high explosive this fucking close. So let's see, what else is she gonna do instead? This is probably not the best call for her, but we're gonna see how it's gonna go. She's gonna grab this guy.
Shove him.
Oh yeah, she was gonna try, but she like gets up and like grabs him and tries to move him, but he just like palms her head down and like slams her to the ground. Just staring at her, he's like, "I'm gonna make a beat bicycle out of you." That's right, beat bicycle. You're welcome. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I'm gonna shut my brain off and see what comes out. Tegan, that's you.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna attack the guy who just attacked me.
All right, go for it.
All right, here we go. That is 18.
18 hits for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I also forgot that I wanted to charge my explosive.
All right, bonus action. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
For future reference, just try to get it in before you make the attack roll. But yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
That's 9 bludgeoning.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. Nice, still up.
And 4 explosive.
Nice. After Tegan is Hobbs.
What is the? I didn't write down what it does. I just wrote down how many I had of the bullet salve. What is Is that like a cure wounds or?
It restores 1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so good
nope.
for
So-
bringing someone back up.
Yeah, exactly what it's good for. So I am going to. I guess I'm going to draw my katana and rush this dude who just climbed up to the top and try and bisect him and or knock his ass back down.
Okay.
So let me roll 20. Oh, finally, that's a good number. Okay, that's going to be a dirty 20.
Ooh, that hits for sure.
4. 8, that's pretty good. Plus, so that's going to be 11, 13 slashing damage.
Slashing damage, nice.
Actually, I'm going to expend the use of my lay waste.
Ooh, very nice.
At first level, and add all 16 to that.
All right. Yeah, you full on like. All right, actually, you know what? Tell me what happens.
I mean, I want to give him the full Darth Maul. I just, like I said, he's not paying attention. He's too focused on Kimmy, and he doesn't like see me come right at him, and I essentially just divide him.
Yeah, just a chunk taken out where he like T1000s off like one rib cage for a second before tumbling back. And smashes off the side of this shed and just lands in a hung. Yeah.
I'm very happy I expended that slot.
Yes.
All right, there we go. You're right there, and you're dead.
And you're dead. My guy didn't stay on the other side. Hold on. I am now, and that's. I guess that's basically it.
All right. Dope. Fidget, that's you.
All right. This isn't gonna be as fun as shooting it with a flaming explosive SMG charge. I'm gonna use a bonus action to we call it disengage.
Yep.
Take a little step back and huck a nice spike at the barrel.
Okay. Go for it.
It's not as flashy. Literally not as flashy as using the flame SMG, but assuming I don't roll God, why didn't I not roll that in the box? But I got a 12 on the die, so
that hits the barrel.
That'll do it. I think I only need to do 1 point of damage. I'm just gonna roll it anyway. It's rolling dice.
Do it.
6 points.
6 points of damage. As this barrel like takes a full blast, and as soon as it impacts, like the air just gets like sucked in and huge. This slag psycho has to make a dexterity saving throw, a DC 13 dex save, which doesn't have any good things to his dex because he's so fucking sickly. That's a natural 2, bringing so blam, full damage from that. Duck, start thinking about what you're gonna do because you're up next. I'm just going to have Jay roll me 3d8.
Yay! Love rolling dice. Yeah, it's not good with this though. 8.
8 points of damage. All right, so this dude takes 8 points. Plus the d4.
Oh, right. I got really excited until I rolled a 1 and a 2. So 10 altogether.
10. All right. This guy's still up, but burning. All right. So Duck, that's you then.
Okay. This is a psycho, right?
That is a slugger psycho. Yes, indeed. Holding a big spiked bat.
Just double checking. I am out of rounds on my Atlas pistol, so I'm going to take the Peacekeeper back out and fire at it. I got an 11.
An 11 on this guy hits.
Oh,
I should say it
Okay.
hits exactly. These guys are not armored at all, and they're pretty basic psychos. So yes.
Shoot. Okay. 4, 6, 7, 8 points of piercing.
8 points of piercing damage to the slugger. Nice.
And that is it. I'm gonna stay there.
All right, he is still standing, but it looks pretty rough after that. It's like you catch him like just square in like the chest, and he like, but he's still coming. Which brings us to the slag psycho. He's going to step up here and going to see if he recharges. Ooh, and he does. As he projectile vomits a stream of viscous slag at you, Fidget. Constitution saving throw.
Aha! I am slightly better at those. Yay! Oh God! Why? I got a 6.
Okay. So you are going to take 9 points of slag damage.
My shield break.
And you are slagged until the start of this creature's next turn. Being slagged means that you take an additional 1d6 slag damage anytime you are injured, and you also have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Boo.
Yeah, not great. But that's the other slag psycho is going to again 5, 10, 1. He's gonna like hang back here. Can't quite. Gotta try to get around that fire. He's not gonna march right into it though. Since they are slower, he wouldn't be able to clear it. So that's gonna bring us down to Duck. No, Duck just went. Flag psychos. Kimmy, that's you.
Alright, so I can't really do much right here now, so I'm gonna go... I'm debating whether I should run over here, or if I should go and try to help Peaches out.
Go over where?
If I should, like, vault over and help Peaches out.
I mean, you certainly could. It does look like some of your other teammates here might also be in imminent danger.
Fuck. Okay. Alright,
But-
yeah. I'm going to go help Fidget. Then I didn't even see the little skull and crossbones. I'm so sorry.
Well, he's not down. He's been slagged.
Slagged.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a
Alright.
slag psycho and a slugger right up here, and also the scientist looks like she's bleeding out as well.
Okay, I'm gonna use a rejuvenator on the scientist then.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I was in my own head planning and trying to figure stuff out that I just kind of lost it for a second.
It's okay. No big deal.
Alright, and she's going to get 10 points back. I rolled another 7 on my thingy.
Yeah!
I,
Nice. As you run over and stick her, and she goes, I owe you one! And it's like she's still right in fighting with this bandit, or sorry, psycho wielding a fucking spiked bat as it screams in her face.
As far as this all goes, you owe us a lot.
And Fidget goes, and here I was thinking you were going to let us have all the...
yeah, well, you know, somebody's gotta do the thing and the stuff.
All right. After that, anything, you moved and you used an action. Anything else from you, Kimmy?
Nope. I'm still out of inspiration die. So.
All right. At this point, the door to the shack comes flying off its hinges as Peaches kicks it open. And he is. Everyone's up there or over there. You can't do too much. By the way, this fire is now extinguished. So that is actually going to give him a clear line of sight against this marauder with the gun. So I think I don't think there's anybody closer to him. He can't quite make it. So, but you know what he can do? He's going to try to recharge. Damn it! Can't recharge his fire breath. Fuck. Okay. Doesn't have, that was his only piece of tech that he had, that grenade. So, yeah, he is. Okay. He's just going to charge up on this guy. That's gonna be his turn. As he just like the meat puppies, they come to the slaughter like children to an ice cream truck.
What the?
And then he charges up on that guy, and that's where he stops. And in response, this dude is going to shoot him, which he is going to
Love the way you said that.
do. That is not great, but he's still up. 11 points of piercing damage as he's just charging, taking bullets, but not stopping his run.
Oh.
Looking bad. Not great, but he's still moving. He's like, the pain makes it more fun, and just keeps going. That psycho screams and starts to take a step back, as he's not currently going to suffer any kind of attack of opportunity. So of course, he is just going to run back down this way. And then let's see.
I mean, if I shot a guy and did that much damage and it didn't drop him, I'd probably run away too.
Yeah. So Tegan, you are getting tag teamed as this other psycho now joins the fray. But only one's gonna hit with a dirty 20, which is going to be 8 points of damage, half to 4. You like duck out of the way of one, buzz access, another one catches you, and you just put your guard up and are just withstanding like the mountain of a woman that you are. And then this guy's gonna try to finish off this scientist, this slugger up here. That will hit. Erases the rejuvenator you just used. As once again just brings it down. You like spikes into the fucking shoulder blade as she like collapses and like barely manages, like blood coming out of the mouth. Her what's left of the white on her lab coat is completely stained through, and she's like, "Oh my god, this day will never get. It just keeps getting worse."
Generated that blood.
Yeah.
Right?
But then it is gonna be her turn. Geez, I'm honestly half tempted to kamikaze this thing, but I don't think she wants to take all of you with her.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't be pleased with that.
So instead, she's got nothing else. She just has to be. She looks up at you, Kimmy, who just better. She goes, "Oh, I am so sorry," but she disengages and she's going to run around Kimmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other psycho goes, "Don't run away from me! I need your face!" And that's gonna be her turn.
That one got me. Oh, really got me.
So in the interest of self-preservation, she runs. Tegan, now it's you.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack the guy that's right in front of me. And I've already punched once already.
All right. Punchy punch.
Do this. That's 15.
A 15 hits. Yes.
Hell yeah. Correct. And that's 11 bludgeoning.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. What happens to this guy? Tell me what happens.
Oh, I know. I do one of those Mortal Kombat styled uppercuts. And he goes flying into the fire pit.
I saw where that was going. Yes. I love it. Just and he's bloosh, blah 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 blah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Doing like, again, not to compare too much to T-1000, but doing like the in the lava. Yeah, fully dead.
Yay.
Blah, 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 blah. So that's your action, Tegan.
So I still have a movement and a bonus action, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So I want to see if I can toss the other guy into the fire pit as well.
All right. As part of your brawler action skill, which when you rage, you do have the ability as a bonus action to perform a contested grapple check, and if so, if you succeed, you can throw the target 15 feet, which is just enough to get him into the lava
Just
pit.
enough to get him on the fire.
So
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
it's going to be your strength versus this psycho's ability not to get thrown, which is its athletics. So strength versus strength. So
Yep.
go ahead.
18.
That beats a 13.
Is he proficient in not getting thrown?
Well, he is technically
Nobody
proficiency in athletics, but it wasn't enough to help him. Fuck it. I'm 90% sure there's no way you can survive this. But if you'd like, for the fun of it, roll me 5d10.
Oh my god. All right. 2, 8, 10, 1.
All right. 2, 8, 10, and 1. That's only 4. What was it? We have 2, 8, 10, 1, and then it's supposed to be 5.
9.
9.
9.
Okay, so that's
30, I think.
just fucking enough in one foul go to completely kill this guy.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
As he just burns up, he goes for the glory. As he like, bleh, bleh. Dude is fucking dead. That lava pit's no fucking joke.
Hell yeah.
That psycho, I had exactly 30
What a
hit
turn
points.
that was.
That's hilarious. That psycho had exactly 30 hit points. That's hilarious.
Damn.
All right, brutal. Tegan, that is what a turn. Bring it up to Hobbs. As we have 2 infected, 1 slugger up here with you, that crazed marauder down at the way down in the back of the thing. It looks like those are the only ones standing. We're down to 4 combatants.
Oops. Yeah, so I can use my movement to get about Nya. I was gonna help Tegan with that, mismatch of numbers, but I miscalculated where the mismatch was. So I'm just gonna look at Kimmy and say, plug your ears, and I'm going to fire Jolene at this dude right here, just beyond her.
You use her armored shoulder as like a rest for the gun.
Steadying my shot. I love it.
For
And-
flavoring, Kimmy's tentacles cover her ears in like an earmuff kind of fashion.
Go Soul Princess Leia for a minute.
How about a 15?
A 15 hits the slugger, yes indeed.
Yep. Sorry, what did I shoot? Jolene. Okay. So that will be pretty nice. 11, 13 piercing damage.
13 piercing damage. Brutal. Over. Tell me what happens to this guy as you steady your aim on Kimmy's shoulder.
Well, he was just, chasing after the scientist and Kimmy, so I assume he's advancing, and he just sort of like has his head up and he catches it right under the chin, just like in the throat. It's like plunk, and then sort of like folds over and just sort of like rolls up the pill bug.
Yeah, he like coughs, doubles up. Like every time he coughs, it sends like a spurt of material spray out. And he fully falls off the ladder and lands on the body of his dead friend over here. Right next to Tegan, as you just see a bloodied body drop and hit the ground at an obtuse angle, and just
added to Tegan's pile.
Yeah.
I guess Tegan doesn't really have a pile. She's been really cleaning up the battle.
I've been really
Everything must be clean, must be clean, must be tidy.
Yeah.
Fire cleanses all. Fire cleanses.
Fire will cleanse our sins.
All right, that's your action and your movement.
That's it. Yeah, no, I played on bonus actions. So.
All right, awesome. Back up to the start of initiative now. Fidget, that is you, as you are slagged until the start of the cycle.
Alright. No, I'm gonna have disadvantage on the shop. I'll take it like a champ. Hope for the best. Charge up my submachine gun and blast away. Okay, that's not bad. I rolled pretty good. I got a 17 on one die and a 15 on the other. All right, I like this now. I'm glad I went through it. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Fucking A. All right.
There you go. See? Fortune favors.
Yeah. I realized that one of my armament techs is a save instead of an attack roll, and that I could have used that to my advantage. Well, whatever, that's fine. I like using my submachine gun.
It's in the heat
I
of the
like
moment.
doing. Oh, does this guy have a shield, and is he resistant to fire?
This dude does not have a shield, and as far as you know, doesn't appear to be resistant to fire. He did burn up quite a bit in that initial explosion.
All right. So, oh yeah, that's right. I've already seen him take fire vulnerabilities. I would. All right. Oh shit! Is there a special thing with vulnerability when you roll the maximum amount on the die? Is that a thing?
Yes, it is. It is what you would refer to as exploding. So you will re-roll the d4 and add the two totals together.
Okay. So that was 4, 5, 6, 7.
And if he survives, and this goes for all of you, so if you suffer a vulnerability and you like I roll or somebody rolls the vulnerability damage, 1d4 lands on a 4, you roll it again, add the totals together, and then your vulnerability from then on until you complete a long rest is now at a d6.
I love that rule. So 14 total fire damage right to that guy's face.
Again, you guys are ridiculous. That is exactly the amount that Steve had left. Tell me what happens to this guy as you blast him.
So just like distracted by so Fidget tries to recall the one-liner that I was gonna say earlier, but just distracted by the slag and just kind of like having this like is like eat fire, stupid, damn it, and then just fires it into his face.
He takes a full-on like SMG blast like all over his upper torso, stumbles back, collapses into the fire, and is just making like Death Stranding noises as he like burns in the fire.
It's like, damn it, I had something for this.
Fire.
Dope. And with that, your he's not gonna get another turn, so effectively your slag damage. As like you hold up the gun, still smoking from the fire energy, and the last bits of slag like vapor waft off you cinematically behind you. Dope. Awesome. Movement or bonus action? Or
I used my bonus action to charge it.
Charge the volley one. Yep.
No, that's it. I don't want to leave Kimmy out in the open, so let's stay right where I am.
All right, Duck. You see as it is now your turn. You see the beginnings of the scientist pulling out a health ammo. Who's it for? Unclear, but she looks at you as she like pulls out this as though she's intending to use it on someone, and you might, with no action required, can give her a direction if you'd like.
Well, I, for the past couple rounds, forgot to roll for my shield, so my shield is actually at full now. So
nice.
Nice.
So I'm just going to tell her, use it on yourself.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so with that, it is your turn.
Okay. I also forgot that ordinances were a thing, but that guy's too far away anyway, so I'm just going to take another shot.
Taking a shot at this other slag psycho. I think he's the only one left standing except for this crazed marauder down here.
E. God damn. Rolling shit.
Just have a me
Only a
moment
9.
and roll like a 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so it's only a 9.
Unfortunately, not enough to get it done on this guy. As the bullet 60 feet away, it's a little rough. All right, that's your action. Any movement or anything from you?
Can I?
My caffeine's wearing off.
Am I able to get on this side of Kimmy?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay, there's no point. Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
is
grab
like
it.
the edge of it. It's a ledge, so like you can still like swing off the ledge if anybody was up there. They could swing at you, that kind of thing. But yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Why did I go around the
I
way
wanna
back
make
to
it
step
small
over
so they keep it
cords?
fast.
All right. At the end of Duck's turn, it is the Slag Psycho who's going to muster up his energy to leap over the fire, and he's going to land right here. And I need Hobbs and Kimmy to make a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 4.
A 4.
I got a
10. Okay. So that's going to be a fail on both you guys' ends here, and you are you're each going to take 10 points of slag damage.
I'm down.
that hit shields first.
Hit shields first, yes.
I'm still down.
All right.
Try the charm. Wait. Oh, in this case, the charm.
All right. Kimmy goes down. Hobbs, you are slagged. And then that's that's his turn. So up next it would be Kimmy.
Great.
Please make a death saving throw
Can do.
as you fight for your life.
That's an 8.
Nate, unfortunately, you try, like, you're down to one knee and you try to heft your shotgun and you just can't quite get it up there. All right. At the end of
Can
your...
I
What?
yell something out when it's not my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna yell out, I got her, focus on the psycho. Because when someone's at 0 hit points, I can heal them the maximum amount on the dice.
Oh,
Quack,
shit.
Oh,
the
sweet.
Quack Daughter.
Yeah.
The Quack Doctor.
Nice.
So who did you yell that at? Just around you?
Yeah, just around me.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I got her, focus on that guy.
But Peaches is going to hear the commotion. Is he going to turn his attention? Nope. He's not gonna. He's in full I'm going to fucking kill you mode. And he can still make it up to that guy. So he's going to make it first. Let's see if he recharges his fire breath. He does!
Yay!
Yes.
Awesome.
Go Peaches.
Finally. I feel like I've only got to use this once in the entire 3. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm rolling damage for a roll save.
It's a dragon cooking me, though. I mean, it's like every second turn.
He just makes the save. But he's still gonna take half damage. 4. 12 points of fire damage. Yeah, low rolls, half to 6. 6 points of fire damage against the crazed marauder, who's still standing strong. And then after that, he's going to shoot him again. With a natural 17, will hit. 10 points of piercing damage, and Peaches goes down. As he
Peaches! Oh.
Unfortunately, Peaches, he just Peaches as he just hits the ground here.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
All right, at the end of that Peach's turn, let's see the other psycho.
Genuinely sad about that.
And I have neither mastered flight nor teleportation.
And then he
Working on it.
This dude's gonna spend a 30. He's gonna make his way up to get a little bit of cover, half cover behind this rock here. And that's gonna be it for those guys. Bringing it to the scientist. She's gonna, since you yelled out that you got Kimmy, she's gonna run up here, and she's gonna stab Fidget with a health now vial for 7 points of healing.
That almost gets me to maximum. I love that.
She's like bleeding out. She's like, I'm like.
Oh wait, why did she stick me with it then?
Well, because she looks at you and she goes, "Look, I know if you guys goes down, I'm not making this out alive. You're my best bet to get out of here."
That makes sense.
She's very logical even when she's near death. And that's gonna be her go as she heals you, bringing us down to Tegan.
What are the chances of me being able to like climb up on what's ever remaining of that ladder, getting back up on the scaffolding?
Well, as I mentioned, it will be a rough athletics check, but you are welcome to make it with the strength checks. You do have advantage while you're raging.
You know what? I'll give it a shot.
All right, it's gonna be a high.
Yes.
So roll high.
All right. Not a good start.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot. How
So we
much I
got
love
22.
saltwater.
22 is exactly enough. You jump up, grab hold of this ledge.
Yes.
But I will say you keep with that maneuver. You are like just at the railing. You aren't able to climb over. Like you jumped up, grabbed the ledge, pulled yourself up, and that's where you stand. But you are technically within 5 feet of that slag psycho. So I'm gonna say that's probably expends your full movement making that jump. But if you want to make a swing, you certainly can.
Ah, good. All right, cool. I was like, does that use her action?
Movement with the
No.
athletic. If she had failed the athletic check, then she wouldn't have been able to get up there that round.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll attack the fucking slugger.
All right, go ahead and make your attack against this inspector.
Punch his balls off.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Go ahead, roll the damage. You can either double the dice or double the total. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's do double the damage.
All right, so it's going to be 2d6 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus your +2 for your rage damage.
Right. That's 12 bludgeoning.
Nice. As you just like barely reach out and like slam this psycho. Still up.
I think that's everything I've done this turn because I've done like that was my movement, my bonus, and my attack. So.
All right. So after you then, Tegan. Or no, Tegan just went. I'm done.
Yeah.
Hobbs.
Is there anyone else up besides the one that Tegan just attacked?
Nope. That and the crazed marauder down here in the corner who just took out Peaches.
Oh, yeah, I think Hobbs has lost sight of the fight for the moment. So I guess. Well, no, Tegan's involved, like tied up with this person. So maybe Hobbs will take a look out across and just see what's going on. And if Peaches just got owned, I will attempt to bring down his assailant before it's too late.
All right, yeah. Since you have been distracted, just make a quick perception check as you sweep the battlefield.
That's a good call. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. It's a dirty 20.
Nice, yeah. You do see this guy, the initial guy you were shooting at the beginning of the fight. He's like peeking his head around the corner of this rock. He has half cover, but you can make him out as he's like readying his next attack.
Yeah, Lana, it's this little thing called situational awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I will. Yeah, let's just try it. Julian's been hot. I'm gonna turn and shoot at him with my martial. That is a 19.
19 hits.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a critical with
on
a martial?
Jacobs. Yep.
Yay!
Awesome. So double the total or double the dice.
I always like just more dice. Give me more dice.
Yes, I agree.
Big fan of that.
That's 7. And 14 plus. So that's going to be 20. 20 piercing damage.
I can't even.
Jeez.
I'm going to take a picture of this last bit here because this is the third time you guys have rolled, and I'm not kidding. The third time the exact amount of damage
20 on the number.
to kill somebody. He's dude, literally.
Love it.
But yeah, tell me what happens to this dude as you line up your shot. As he's like getting ready. You can tell he's getting ready to either shoot Tegan or duck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, so I'd like to think that he also is sort of just kind of, as he's choosing his target, he's kind of looking around, and I want to imagine that he, like, catches the glint off Jolene just in time to, like, be aware that maybe there's something to worry about, and, you know, of course, the last thing that goes through his head is that bullet.
Yeah, as he, like, has his weapon up, and he's just, like, over the battlefield, and then he looks at you. Shit. Like, yeah, brutal. That dude takes a bullet right to the head, splits the mask in half, and he drops. So awesome. All right. Any movement, or are you good where you are?
No, I'm good.
All right, back up to. All right, back up to Fidget.
Does Tegan look super hurt? Or is
No,
Tegan
I'm pretty
doing
good.
fine? Okay, good.
It's all right.
Having that rage damage is pretty
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because my submachine gun does splash damage. That's why. I'm gonna charge up a shot, blast this guy in the face, and hopefully hit and incinerate him to death. Oh. Natural.
Wow. All right.
I can't tell, honestly.
I'm gonna take another cue from Sword Art Online of Bridge. So I line up a shot with this guy, charge up my submachine gun, and I go, you know what? I'm getting real sick and tired of your bullshit. It's like, but I've got good news. You don't need to search for your god anymore, cause you found her, and she's fresh out of birth. And just and fill them full of flame for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 points of fire damage.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and tell me what happens to this last dude.
I just imagine, I just say that, and he has just a little moment of, and then gets fucking incinerated.
As his body smokes, and he just collapses like onto his knees, and then down into like, you know, child's pose, if you will.
He sees two eyes glowing like orange behind Fidget's mask.
Nice. Yes, and that is this cleared. Duck, if you would like to go ahead and use your tech.
I'm just gonna stick her with a health now.
Okay.
So you get 8 points back.
All right.
Thank you.
Kimmy, you are back up before you have to make your second death saving throw.
Yay!
Yes, Matt, I will have Hobbs go over and give this other bullet salve to Peaches before he's slipped away.
All right. This would have been the first death saving throw for Peaches. So let's see how far away is it? So it's 20 feet down, and then so you gotta run around this 10, 15, 25. And
yeah, it's like two more turns at least.
That would be 30 feet will get you down to here. Yeah, there. Because you can't jump into the lava pit, so it'll get you down to here. So we'll make one death saving throw. That's a failure. And then with this, you can just make it down to Peaches on that one without having to make an action dash. So you get down there and slap this bullet salve on him. bringing him back up to 1 HP as he just Peaches! Peaches! And he looks up at you and like, you saved his life. Like, people have given him things and saved his life in like the last like, you know, whatever, like 20 minutes of this like encounter more or less. And he's just yeah, and he just kind of looks dumbfounded at you. As you guys like have this moment, if you will.
Say, I'll just say, I'm in. Don't get weird on me. One good turn deserves another, and you were cool. I'm cool. We're cool. I'm gonna back up. Go back over those people I know now. Cool.
We're all just a bunch of cool Fonzies.
Rectamundo. And that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be cool.
He stands up and like, you know, like using like your hand, like the power forearm grapple, like you help him back up to his feet, and he just like, I'm a basket made of gnomes.
Buddy.
And you guys begin to walk now back with labored breathing after this intense encounter as you guys move together back up towards your friends. But we are out of combat, and you guys have cleared this camp. Some 20 on 5, and you guys have managed.
Fidget hands the 2 doses of bullet salve I have over to the scientist, and I go, here, if you end up bleeding to death after all that, I'm gonna feel just awful.
She like waves them off. Keep them, they might come in more handy for you, as she like opens up her lab coat, and you see like 5 or 6 syringes on the inside.
Yeah, okay.
And she even pulls out, she's gonna pull out one for Kimmy, one for Fidget, and I think one for Hobbs when you guys rejoin, but he gives each one of you just a basic health now vial.
Yeah, the bullet
Like,
salves aren't gonna last much longer.
delivers
either.
it to me, or that's a to-go gift.
She's just giving it to you. Use it or save it, whatever.
Yay.
But it's just kind of a initial thing. She looks at all you guys. She's like, I can't believe that shit show. Like, thank you. I was a goner. I don't know what else. I mean, I'll give you all my health now vials. I mean, I can wire you some cash. I don't know what you guys need, but I owe you literally my life. Say again?
Have you ever been to space?
I actually I used to work up on that. I used to work up on the Helios space station before it crashed into the planet.
I knew it.
Fair.
Yeah. Been more or less stuck here, but I've found things that make me not want to leave. This is not one of those.
Totally understandable. I was just curious because, like, we have a doctor on our ship, but I think he is more like a mind doctor than like a health doctor.
Certainly about a different kind of wellness.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm certainly willing to accompany you guys. While I don't know what you're doing here on Pandora, but as far as me leaving Pandora, as tempted as I am now, unfortunately, my research requires me to be here still.
That is so valid. I totally get it.
But as long as you guys are planet side, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, what are you guys doing here?
We're looking for a guy.
So I need to track someone down. I mean, I know this, especially the Blight, I know pretty well. I was trying to learn more about these yahoos. I guess I stumbled a little too close.
You happen to know a person named Vlad?
Vlad. She thinks for a second.
Tracer Vlad probably skulks around with those. What were their names?
The Lava Cross Gang.
Lava Cross Gang.
She goes, "No, I haven't." She thinks about it for a second and then like looks back at you guys and no, I don't. That name doesn't ring a bell. But if he's in the Blight, if you guys have any idea whereabouts or whatever, I could certainly try to help lead you.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
I think we do have like a last known whereabouts on him, right? I think.
Nope,
Yep.
I believe her.
Looking the notes now.
What's that, Duck?
I believe her.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, seems legit enough. And
I have a
but yeah,
+6. I just rolled really poorly.
the last
Gold
known
mine
whereabouts
and
of Vlad
processing
was the iridium extraction plant. It seemed to be there was a mining shaft that he was checking out around that area.
Oh shit!
Is-
I think I have her echo device right now. I hand it to her. I'm like, oh, here, we found this.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, this I
Just
mean,
remember that.
a lot of my research like has gone into this, you know, as she looks at like some of the like how it's like open basically, like where she more or less where she left it. She realizes that all of her shit is just like there, and she's like, ah, well, yeah. In her head, she's just like, yeah, well, I was in a hurry, but you know, she kind of looks at all you guys at her research and then kind of like pockets it, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, because I was just thinking to myself, like, if she notices that I copied that data, like, what's she gonna do? We saved her fucking life.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we can just put you right back in that fire pit if you want to complain about it.
But yeah.
Oh, I use a dose of bullet salve on myself, and whoever the nearest person to me that looks injured, I just
You just
give the
like
other dose to them.
jackass, like I go on the side of the face, like.
Yeah. Oh, here, you got something right here.
It evaporates.
What
like
do you
vapor rub.
do? Oh, okay.
But
So I give a hit point to someone injured near me. I don't know.
but
Tegan's probably has a lot of injuries. I'm guessing.
Yeah, still got 16 hit points left.
Yep, still holding strong.
Okay.
As your rage finally subsides and like the full weight of like the shots that you took from the buzz axes like comes into focus, but the pain is dulled by the bullet itself. But yeah, she the scientist looks at you, and I just realized that she's probably going to introduce herself, which means I should probably remember what her name is.
Yeah, she's been kind of a bitch so far.
Yeah, so so anyway, introductions. My name is Dr. Farah Celsus.
Wow.
As mentioned, I was an engineer on the Helios space station, working on some of their more aggressive prototypes, I guess you could say. But space station collapsed, and I wound up here on Pandora. I ran with those idiots in the burner pit for a while until that dissolved into madness, and then I left and eventually found my way here to the Blight. And yeah, I've just been studying it. There's so much. I'm cataloging to see what Hyperion tech is still active and available. Maybe I can even continue to some of the old research that I was working on. So anyway, like I said, I'm very familiar with the Blight. So as far as paying you guys back, I got health now vials. I can wire you guys some cash, but my services are at your disposal, at least for the time being, if I can assist you in any manner. Where did you say you were heading to? Where you said that you were looking for this Vlad person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was a mine and processing facility, iridium mine processing facility.
Oh yeah, the Hyperion extraction plant. And she like thinks for a second. She goes, "Yeah, no, I know that place pretty well. It's one of the few places that still has some active Hyperion equipment that's still like functional. So it's something I've checked out in the past. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to accompany you there, I'd certainly be willing to."
Ooh, if you know the way, then by all means.
At this point, Hobbs and Peaches are well back on you guys. And Peaches like walks up and like takes a deep inhale, like right all up in her business, like I smell whatever. She like backs up for a second. She's like, "Okay, is your attack dog going to attack me? Because this is."
Okay.
Gimme,
Hey,
gimme,
bud,
take
she's
one.
not bad. She's good.
And you kind of like pull him aside a little bit, and he goes, they told me to bring a pale lunch. She looks pale enough.
Listen,
Yeah, I mean, dog
listen.
is really the wrong comparison. Maybe like raccoon or ostrich, something really
It really all
unattainable.
depends on the dog. Chihuahuas are pretty fucking vicious. Just saying.
Fuck you, borderline brain dead.
But she Peaches takes like a step as you pull him away, and like step closer to you, and like kind of like looks you dead in the eye, like looks back at her, looks you dead in the eye, and he's like, it's just another story to sing in the cages.
And no more running towards ammo fire. That could be very dangerous. You almost died. That's ridiculous.
Never stop. Never stop until they flop.
Oh, goodness.
As he like stomps around a little bit, like. But awesome. So you guys can decide what you want of Doc Farah. She's happy to assist in whatever manner she can. She doesn't have much to be able to pay you, but obviously she owes a great debt, so she will do her best in some respects. And then you also see that there's all these chests around this.
All them chests.
So there is what? 1, 2, 3, 8. There are 8 chests.
Cool. I want to go to the chests that are just up to the the top there on the scaffolding.
All right. Cool. So let's just go ahead. So there are 9 chests. There's 5 of you. We can decide whoever wants to open what, and then you guys can decide what you have and what you like. But for starters, I assume at least everyone can open at least 1 chest. So why don't we do that to start? If that
I'll
sounds
go for
agreeable.
this one.
Which one?
Oh, this one down here by the hut.
Okay, go ahead and just move your token.
Okay.
Anybody wants to move their token around, feel free to go ahead.
Spot myself next one.
All right, and you're there. Good. All right, awesome. So everyone that's rolling, go ahead and roll me a D10. Anyone that's opening a chest right now, everyone.
Yo.
A 6.
A 6 for Hobbs. All right, Hobbs. Roll me another. Everyone else hold their rolls for the minute. Hobbs, roll me another D6.
6 is of course the only dice I'm not holding here. There you go. That's a 4.
All right. Yeah, you pull out a. You see that in this as you open this chest. There's a small, kind of. It's like a little mini cannon that you can like affix to like armor on your forearm, or if you had a robotic arm, you could fix it to that kind of thing. But you can like kind of tailor it to like fit on whatever you're wearing, like a almost like a gauntlet with a little cannon on top. Now,
sweet.
Yeah, to fully understand it may require the use of the analyze tech. Or if you want to make a tech check, you might be able to figure out a little bit more about this. Or you could just yeah. But it is definitely some means of tech, but you're not quite certain of how it operates.
Very nice, very nice. I'll save my tech rolls for after other people's
Okay.
your rolls.
All right. Next, I heard Tegan say an 8.
Yes.
An 8. Also, please roll me 1d6.
1d6. 6.
That would be. You find as you open up a chest, not knowing what you're going to expect, possibly some ammo, maybe some money. But in it is a like about an inch long. It's like a microchip. and you have no idea what the fuck
I'm going to hand it over to Fidget and be like, what the fuck is this?
it is.
I was just thinking, like, before the chest I'm at, I even open it. You just turn to me and go, "Here, I'll trade you." Whatever's in that chest, I will trade.
Fantastic. But yeah, it's some kind of chip. You know, you can make a tech check if you want. I mean,
sure.
Tegan can, but you can.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah. Hey, you might happen to know what it is.
That's intelligence, right?
That is intelligence.
All right, let me just roll just for shits and giggles here.
All right.
Because that's like a no, that's nice. Yeah, no, that's a 6.
Yeah, it just it's some computery thing. Who knows? But anyway, Tegan. Sorry, Tegan. I keep doing that. Fidget. What did you roll?
I got a 3.
A 3. You open the chest next to Tegan. Yep. Go ahead and roll me 1d6.
The red snapper. I got a 5.
You also in that chest, by shit happenstance on this random chart, but you find a separate chip, almost identical, just slight differences.
I love it.
Awesome. We'll come back to that. Next up, Kimmy? Why don't you give me it?
Okay.
I also got an 8. I rolled when you first asked.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
I also got a 3.
You find what appears to be a small metallic, kind of like wrist cuff, made out of like this jagged metal. It's got large bolts that are like studded around it, almost like kind of like one of those like mean dog collar type deals. And it looks like there's a single indentation in the center, like it's flat with the rest of it, but something that could clearly be like pushed in. Beyond that, you have no idea what it is. It looks something techie.
Oh my gosh, it's so punk rock.
Awesome. Duck.
I got a 4.
A 4 on you. One of the few that doesn't require an additional roll. You find $800.
Hell yeah!
As you just open up a chest and it's just money.
Do you need any help identifying that, or?
I don't mind splitting it up though. How many of us are there? 5.
Awesome. So that's everybody moving once. Now there are 4 more chests available.
Yeah, I missed an entire half of this combat, so I think Hobbs will forego one of the remaining.
Okay, so if that's how you want to do that, then everyone else can roll one more d20 or one more d10 for me.
Whee!
We'll start in the same order we sort of kind of went with and go with Tegan.
Okay. There it is. I got a 9.
9. So you run down and like open the other chest like down here at the bottom of this catwalk infrastructure, we'll say. And with a 9, you find a chunk of iridium worth $300. It's like a fist-sized chunk of iridium.
Might be more valuable as a chunk of iridium than $300.
Mm-hmm. Iridium can also be used to fuel various tech for some of our more tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
But awesome. Fidget.
I got another 3, but on the D6 I got a 1.
All right, Fidget. Let's say Fidget.
Thought it'd be really funny if I got 2 of the exact same record.
Let's say Fidget, you move down to this one over here and kind of beat back the flames a little bit, long enough to pull this smoking thing out. And you said you rolled a 1 on the D6?
Yep.
You find a like a half-full box of ammunition. It has 10 rounds in it. Looking at the box, this is specialty ammunition. It's called bore ammunition.
Ew.
And since it comes in its own packaging, I won't make it so that you have to make a check for it. Instead, I will tell you. Or actually, would you rather I tell you, or would you rather I send it to you? On via text.
Tell me.
Alright, so this is +2 piercing damage. 10 rounds of this that you can load into pretty much any type of weaponry.
Ah, okay.
This ammo can penetrate one target. So it penetrates an initial target and continues for an additional 20 feet in a straight line relative to the trajectory that it was fired from. If a creature is in that line, they must succeed on a DC 15 Dex check or suffer half the damage inflicted to the initial target. Objects automatically suffer this damage, and
Awesome.
Bore ammunition cannot penetrate through a foot of concrete or an inch of steel.
So I don't have any guns that do piercing damage, but I think that is a perfect thing for Hobbs to have.
Awesome. So we can all discuss that. We'll just get through these last ones here.
Yeah.
Kimmy.
On my D10, I rolled a 6. On my D6, I rolled a 1.
Opening up this box, Jason here, you find a box of half-full ammunition, roughly 10 more rounds of what's called trespass ammunition. These are bullets that bypass shields, delivering damage
Shields,
directly
yeah.
to the target's enemies.
I love the
Nice.
trespass
Yeah.
ability.
So you have 10 rounds of bullets that can bypass an orb shield.
Nice.
And last but not least, Duck.
Real quick, I'm gonna split up the 800 so everyone gets 160.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
And I rolled a 9.
In a 9. Alright, roll. Actually, I think there's only one.
I think it was the Iridia.
Say no to that.
Yeah, but I'm working off a couple different things, so there's not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, roll me 1d6.
2.
2. Alright, so you open up the box adjacent to where you found the money, and you find a kit containing a flare gun and 5 cartridges.
Okay.
So you get it's a flare gun. Flare guns can be fired up into the air, and they release a plume of smoke, and then a little parachute pops that kind of gently drifts down to the ground in space. Or you could fire it directly at somebody.
Yeah, I have an ordnance that does that too.
It's the best way to use a flare gun.
Yeah,
Just
I
aim it
mostly
against
use it to
great
blind
whites.
people.
Yep. And yeah, the smoke does obscure an area as well if you fire it at the ground, basically.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, nobody rolled a 1. If somebody had rolled a 1 on the D10, they would have found a human skull. Oh, wow.
Oh.
When we know.
All right, so those are what you guys have. Pass on what you would like, make some trades, figure it. Go ahead and figure it out. You can talk amongst yourself, and then we'll get ready to call this session.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand those 10 bore ammos to Hobbs and then try to identify those chips.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I'm gonna ask if Fidget knows what the hell the chip I found is.
Okay.
If he can possibly make any use of it.
What did you?
I'm pretty sure I can.
What did you say, Hobbs?
Oh, I said no objections, Your Honor.
Okay, and Hobbs and Kimmy, do you want help identifying your stuff as well? Are you going to request, or are you just keeping it?
I mean, yeah, I would request some guidance if somebody has an idea of what this mini cannon is, but I'll go ahead and make my tech roll just in case.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 6.
Yeah. No, it looks strange. Obviously you think it fires something, but beyond
Oh,
that.
sorry, that's a -1. It's I actually got a 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
You did it. And how about you, Kimmy? Do you want to have your stuff identified? Do you want to make a check to try to figure it out yourself? What do you?
I'm gonna make a check to figure it out myself, but I'm also going to give Hobbs the trespasser bullets because I feel like they would be more useful in his hands with a long-range weapon.
That was my thought with the Thor.
All right, Hobbs, so you get 10 rounds of trespass ammo and 10 rounds of Thor ammo. I'll send you those cards.
Yeah, it'd be really hard to voice any displeasure about that outcome. So to be clear, though, I can put that in any weapon with piercing damage?
Any weapon with piercing damage, yes indeed.
Okay. Yeah, that's all my weapons, so...
For my tech roll, I got a 5. It's just so punk rock.
So...
Why is everybody rolling low on tech roll?
Alright, so it takes... are you activating these with a cooldown, so it takes 10 minutes to analyze these? Or are you expending spell slots, Fidget?
I mean, I'll try a tech roll first, and then failing that, I'll use cooldown analyze on them.
Alright.
Alright, so I'll do the chip in my hand first, because it's right there.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
I'd love to see it.
You know how to build this thing.
On a natural 20, you recognize both chips are mods for orb shields.
Ooh, that is what I hoped they were going to be.
They can be inserted into any shield of uncommon tier or higher, so any shield with an accessory slot.
Wow. I need to get an uncommon shield then.
Which you can upgrade. Basically, like buying an SDU, even Mickey, Nick, and Ricky can increase your shield to an uncommon.
Nice.
But the one you're holding in your hand is a shield mod. It's fire resistance. The wearer gains resistance to fire damage while the shield is active. The wearer loses this resistance while the shield is broken. So a basic fire resistance mod.
Nice. All right, I like it.
And you know what? On a nat 20, I'll give you the other one too. That is a Fire Nova mod. When the shield drops to 0, it releases an elemental nova that sweeps out from the rear.
That is perfect for Tegan, I think.
Yeah, any creatures within 10 feet of the wearer must succeed on a DC 13 dex save or take fire damage equal to the shield's max capacity. And then the shield must fully recharge before this feature can activate again.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to
some personal? Giving off Fire Nova sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
So if you give that back, Tegan, if you can acquire yourself or upgrade your current shield to an uncommon shield, then you can have this mod installed.
That puppy.
Righteous.
Yeah.
But that will have to wait until you guys either get to a ship or get to somebody else that can help it, or you can attempt to. If you'd have to buy the SDU to increase your shield. But aside from that, it can be done without the help of somebody else. If you can make like a mechanics tools or tinker tools check. But make your next check or use the analyze check to determine the other Kimmy's wristband and
yeah, let's say the punk rock wristband.
Okay.
Let's go for that. 18.
Okay. On that one might take about 10 minutes for you to expend the cooldown and fully analyze it, pulling out your digi inventory system here and kind of scanning it. But this is called it's made by bandits. It's a bandit thing, but it's called an AK pack. An AK pack. And it is in fact when activated, the wrist cuff constructs a muzzle attached to a donut-shaped fuel tank with a pressurized gas canister in the center of it. It becomes a flamethrower, at which you can use so it takes an action to activate it. You can use a bonus action to fire a jet of flames at one target you can see within 30 feet. The target must make a DC 13 dex save or taking 46 fire damage on a fail save or half as much on a success. The downside is this is like clearly a prototype and it will only last for 1 hour once activated, and then it'll deconstruct into scrap.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
It's an AK what?
It's an AK pack. ACK-PACK.
Okay, thank you.
Is this based on a potion fire breath?
It is.
Dragon breath, I mean. Yeah, I love potions of dragon breath. And like, it's one of those items that like, when I give it to my players, they're like, oh, and I'm like, are you kidding? These things are fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's a one-off, but it's a good one-off.
Yeah. And then they use it, and they're like, oh yeah, holy shit, this like lasts like whole combat. I'm like, yeah, that makes great. It lasts an hour. You can go and do a couple combats with this fucking thing.
Yep. Awesome. And then make one more roll for Hobbs's wrist launcher thingy.
Not good. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to use animal.
All right.
Bad on that one.
10 more minutes pass as Fidget scans this thing that Hobbs has brought to him, and this is a flame launcher. It basically fires mini grenades, mini flame grenades. It does require you to spend an hour of your time figuring it out and like integrating it with your current system, so it requires attunement, if you will. But as an action, you can make a ranged tech attack against one creature you can see within 30 feet. On a hit, the grenade bursts into flames and the target takes 1d8 fire damage. The flame launcher has 10 charges, which can be refilled with any highly combustible elements. $10 per charge regained.
Nice.
So that's what you get. You got a flame launcher, you got shield mod, fire resistance, shield mod, fire nova, the bandit ack pack, 10 rounds of bore ammunition, 10 pounds of trespass ammunition, a hunk of iridium. Each person gets $160 cash from Duck, and a flare, and a kit containing a flare gun and 5 charges.
Good loot.
So is everyone keeping what they have, more or less, or are we?
I really like my thing. I can't wait to use it.
Alright. And Hobbs, are you keeping what?
I don't know that Hobbs is necessarily attached to his flame launcher, grenade launcher in any way. If somebody feels like that augments their equipment.
It does require a tech attack roll, so somebody has.
Basically, yeah, like that's like asking to beat him. So I'm literally a danger to myself and others with it in my hand. That's not part of the reason, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having something that's not tech. Or something else that's not tech.
Alright, so Duck, you get the flame launcher. Kimmy, you got the ack pack. Fidget's got Hobbs is the bore ammunition, the trespass ammunition. And then Tegan gets the fire nova, Fidget gets the fire resistance. What about Tegan, that giant chunk of iridium? Are you gonna pocket that, or do you think it's better served?
I might keep it.
Alright. Chunk of iridium in your hand, in your back, or your pack rather. Not your back, but yeah, awesome. Cool. Well, then, this place is effectively a camp. If you guys, I'll say you guys spend a couple hours kind of putting out the fires a bit. Yeah, this place is certainly a place you can look to grab a rest if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yes, please.
All right, and as the sun in the sky,
next to the lava pit.
yeah, a little bonfires, pull up chairs.
Toasty.
Fantastic. And as the sun just now begins to set beyond the horizon, the sky and the smoky sky and the iridium light becomes like this deep reds and purples, and the shadows creep ever more into the setting as you guys take a well-deserved rest after dismantling the cult of the Firehawk. Your new friend Peaches and Dr. Celsus, Pharaoh chilling at your sides as you guys kind of discuss what's to happen next. And this is where we will end this session of Vaults and Villains.
Tell the psycho, sun's getting low, big guy.
Hey.
Peaches!
We have a pet psycho now. What's up?
Yay.
Did say we wanted a pet.
Yeah. We got it.